Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon. Today we are taking a look at the first expansion for Circadians First Light, and that is the Specialists expansion. So this basically is adding two new factions to Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon. Today we're going to be unboxing the Specialists expansion, the first expansion for Circadians First Light. And this basically is adding a whole bunch of everything that was already in the game, but just more is better. They're not really changing much. They are adding two new factions that you can negotiate with. They're adding a whole lot of leaders, 12 new leader cards, event cards, scheme cards, faction boards, negotiation boards. We already talked about those, outpost boards, but the big thing is these specialists dice. So in this game, this is a worker placement game, but your workers are the dice that you roll. The more dice you roll, the more workers you can have to do things, and the higher the pips, usually the more that person can do, but not always. So let's take a look here at the Specialists expansion. Decent size rule book for a expansion like this, but go into great detail on all of the individual leaders. Here is a whole section on the Specialists, 3 pages worth. New outposts, outpost tiles breakdown, so it's basically more of a reference guide. Solo setup. Alright, so using the Specialists, what are you going to do? And yeah, so a decent amount of update on the Specialists. So let's take a look at what we got in here. Not a whole lot. I'm hoping all of this is going to fit into the main box. So we have some new outpost tiles. Most of this one definitely is different. They got the little notch. Okay. Ooh, and on the back side here, we've got stuff for the solo AI. So there we go. Here is some more of these. I wonder why that one's different. The rest of them all looked to be pretty much the same. But anyways, here is one of our new factions that we can be negotiating with. They are all double-sided. Okay, and we've got this that I guess, all right, made it all the way down here. So we're adding a new location, the temple. And here is the other faction you can negotiate with. Some new tiles, and I'm guessing this has to do with something with the specialist die here and this fella here. Alright, so here are the Specialists dice. Interestingly enough, they don't have any pips on them. These are completely blank. I did not realize that these were going to be blank, but there you can see in the various colors, and the dice in the game are small. I don't remember them being this small, but maybe they were. I remember them being smaller than normal. But I believe, if I remember correctly, you can kind of make them any number you want if you use them. We've got some additional counters, probably for the AI, and let's take a look at some of these leaders here. The leaders essentially provide you some asymmetrical powers throughout the game. So gain 1 gem if there are no dice at your outpost during the harvest phase. Alright. You may discard 1 contract card to draw 2 contract cards in the planning phase. She gets some additional stuff at the beginning. He gets lots of water. You may resolve a second faction's ability when negotiating. Okay, I like that. I wonder if these people are people that the artist knows. I believe the artist is still, Sam Phillips, which is Shem Phillips' brother. Always wondered where he gets the inspiration for these people who are pretty lifelike, or like this fella here. He sticks out like a sore thumb. You may always spend 6 water in place of 1 gem. Gain 6 water each round if you harvest none. Well, that's fancy. Okay, oh, he's very debonair looking. She's fancy looking, and there we go. All right, and then we got some more cards. I don't think there's anything really radical about those cards. Nothing under the box, and so that is it. Pretty simple, straightforward expansion, but you know, adding a whole new mechanic here and some new factions to negotiate with, a couple new locations. So like I said, this is not a groundbreaking expansion. It's a small box expansion, but it's essentially adding a little bit of everything to the game to just add that much more variety. So keep an eye out for a video covering the specialists and everything that I can get into a video on this expansion coming up on the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.